I don't know about you guys, but I feel like I can finally breathe now. Like there's just this tranquility to everything, like a different vibe. I wonder why that is. What's up everybody and welcome to another edition of AGR's Pop Culture Reviews. Like many of you guys, if you're watching this review, you're definitely a fan of The Legend of Zelda. And I have so many nostalgic feelings right now, especially since one of my first games on the original NES was The Legend of Zelda. I remember pulling out that gold cartridge and thinking, holy shit, this is something special. The original Legend of Zelda on the NES was a benchmark game. It really changed the industry. And then we get something like Breath of the Wild, which was such a departure from the rest of the games. And I have to admit, it was one of those raw games where it could be challenging at times if you didn't know what you were doing. It took me months to get through Breath of the Wild, and I enjoyed every single minute of it. And just like every amazing game, you get some really cool swag. So today we're going to be reviewing First Four Figures version of The Legend of Zelda, the Breath of the Wild exclusive Zelda statue. Let's take a closer look. It seems to me that every single Zelda game is a bit divisive. When you go from graphics like, say, Twilight Princess, to Skyward Sword, and then to Breath of the Wild, it's sure to upset a few fans. But I have to admit, the graphics in Breath of the Wild were absolutely spectacular. I love that cell shading animation. And apart from how beautiful this head sculpt is, it's a perfect recreation of what we see in the game. I love the hair sculpt here, very dynamic, countenance in the face is great, those eyes are spectacular. But what I really like is the detail in the braid, amazing. One of the things that you can really appreciate about the game was how colorfully vibrant it was. And the midsection of this piece is just kind of an anachronism for that. I love the color palette here. The blue offset against the gold, the tans just look really nice. And everything is so detailed here. I especially like the medallion in the middle of her chest of the Triforce. And again, subtle details like the hooks on her belt where she can actually put the slate is pretty freaking awesome, guys. Again, this is so well sculpted, so much detail here. The lower section of this piece is equally impressive, and one of the things that come to mind is understated. Now, one of the really cool things about this piece is that they painted it in a way that it kind of simulates textures very well. It does look like her trousers are made out of felt or velvet. There are nice shading applications here. The boots, I gotta say, are just spectacular, guys. The folds are done so well, and just take a look at all the different colors here. Textures are done really nice, especially the bands. I mean, everything just works so well. It's really a feast for the eyes. Now, you definitely want to mirror this piece because there is so much detail on the reverse side. Let's start with the hair sculpt. I mean, I remarked on how beautifully it looked just looking at it from the front. The back is a different story. It is so well sculpted. There's a lot of dynamism here, but it looks like just a breath of wind blew her hair sideways. It just looks so cool. Look at the strands, guys. You also see that really detailed pouch. The color palette there, it just looks amazing. And she's got some fan service there. You also get a greater appreciation of how she attaches to the base. Overall, guys, definitely mirror this piece. Now here's the good thing for uniformity. Although this base is a little bit thicker than the Link statue, it is relatively the same, so when you put them together they're gonna look really nice. Again, it's intricately sculpted. I love the glyphs on here are just fantastic, but there's another aspect of this base that makes it truly incredible and what put it over for me, and it's definitely the light up feature. Guys, just take a look at how beautiful this is. That indigo blue glow just looks absolutely stunning, guys, and it really lights up the piece. And just take a look at this, even the slate lights up, which is absolutely fantastic, guys. In low light, this is gonna look amazing. It's not doing it justice. This is one of the best aspects of this piece and really put it over for me. Absolutely stunning, guys. I can't wait for the Link statue. The exclusivity of this piece is not merely limited to the light up feature. In addition to the more intricate packaging, you also get some prominence here. There is this nice lithograph kind of credit card thing that you get, which has the number of the piece. It does read Zelda, Breath of the Wild. There's this nice image of the actual statue itself. It also reads First Four Figures, and it has this beautiful background. Guys, this is the things that collectors really love, and what really makes this a much more premium piece. I absolutely love this thing. It's just so cool to have, guys. Now, I don't normally show packaging on the channel, but in this case, I have to make that rare exception because it's so beautiful. It does read, again, just like the lithograph, The Legend of Zelda, Breath of the Wild. It also has that nice, iconic golden Triforce logo, which is beautiful. It does have the seal of Nintendo, which is officially licensed, and first 4 figures. And I believe the number of my piece is 3334, which is absolutely awesome. This is a pretty big run. Nevertheless, it does look great, guys. And I couldn't help myself, guys. I had to let you know what these things looked like together. Even though the Link statue is not the light up version, I'm hoping that the base gets a little bit thicker so there's a little more uniformity once we get the light up version of Link. I'm definitely going to be reviewing it, but just take a look at how beautiful they look together, guys. It's just amazing. I mean, this is just so cool. And if you're a Legend of Zelda fan, you definitely want to get these 2 statues. They're just absolutely amazing. Guys, this is an easy one for me. I mean, it's just so easy, it's not even funny. This is definitely a holy grail piece. Because of the light up feature, the prominence, the price point, I mean, just how beautiful the statue is itself, and it's pretty big, easily a holy grail piece. Now, before I go, I want to send a real special shout out to my Twilight Princess, who's celebrating her 1st birthday today. She's so happy. I also want to thank the folks over at First 4 Figures for sending this wonderful piece over for review. Alright everybody, so that's my official review on First 4 Figures version of The Legend of Zelda, the Breath of the Wild exclusive Zelda statue. As always, I thank you for tuning in, and I'll see you on the next AGR's Pop Culture Reviews.